Hello and welcome to GP Nuggets TV, home of the Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Youth Baseball Team. For over 70 years, youth baseball. You can watch select Nuggets games here on GrantsPassNuggets.com. GP Nuggets TV is brought to you by Fields Ace Home Hardware Center, by Burger Kings of Southern Oregon Sanitation, by Bimart, by Oregon California Supply, by Les Schwab Tires, by Mox Auto Sales, Robco Incorporated, the Can-Do Company, by Riverside Ready Mix, and by MyCircleK.com. GP Nuggets TV is produced by HVTV1 Student News with producer Josh Eldridge and J. Ray Sports. Enjoy GP Nuggets TV. Hello and welcome.
Welcome to GP Nuggets TV on GrantsPassNuggets.com. This is the Bimart Game of the Week here on GP Nuggets TV as the Medford Mustangs come to town. The Nuggets look to split and take the nightcap here, as in Game 1, the Mustangs came out swinging. Justin Geyer, RBI single in the first, and then again in the third with a triple, and the offense just kept rolling from there. Jack Thompson hit a home run in the fifth inning, two-run home run in fact. This is earlier tonight, and that about sums it up, really. Just the Medford offense just rolling and rolling and rolling, in fact scoring 12 runs in the 7 innings. The Nuggets offense woke up a little bit too late, in the final score of the first game of the night was 12-7. Medford took the first one. The winning pitcher of that one was Ricky Bortz of the Mustangs. The losing pitcher was Tyler Runn on the Nuggets. As we get set to take a look at this one, there you see on the mound is Cade Kissel getting the start for the Nuggets. We'll get you the full defensive starting lineups for the Nuggets as we move forward. But first, we'd like to bring you the Les Schwab Tires Road Report. Pride of performance since 1952. If Les Schwab Tires can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. So we get you the Road Report. It's a clear night here in Grants Pass, about 76 degrees, a good night for baseball. It's cooled off considerably since the first game at 6 o'clock, but still quite a warm one as we are in the summer here in Southern Oregon. Grants Pass, again, about 40 minutes north of the California border. Nuggets just came off of a 10-game road trip. As a matter of fact, these are their first 2 games back here at home. They went 5-5 on their road trip, so not bad. If you can keep it 500 on the road, that's always nice. But now, after losing their first one back, they look to steal the nightcap away from the Mustangs, as looks like we're about to get set going into this one. Bring you our Bimart scoreboard there. On your screen, as you see again, Cade Kissel getting set to throw the first pitch in this one. First pitch of this nightcap at 9:18 p.m. Again here in Grants Pass, Oregon. The leadoff hitter for the Mustangs is going to be Joe Johnson. As you move forward, we'll bring you the Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups. Behind Joe Johnson, again, he's playing first base leading off for this Mustangs lineup. Behind him is going to be Brennan Watts at second base. Hitting third is Jacob Melton, pitching tonight. In the 4-hole, Jake Thompson at third base. Number 20, Justin Geyer, we'll get to him. He's going to be catching tonight. Jono Gassman in right field. Wyatt Baptiste, 7-hitter in center field. Number 32, Brady Buchanan in left. And then finally, Zach Ankeny, the shortstop, a great guy to have in your 9-hole. Almost functions as a second leadoff hitter, but we'll get more in depth with each of these hitters as they come up. But right now, it's Joe Johnson. Count 1 ball and 2 strikes to him. He's a fantastic hitter. Hit really well when we were back in Medford. A couple good RBI doubles. Drove the ball fantastically well, despite the great start by Cam Allison in Game 1. That one from Kissel is fouled off. Again, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kissel, his last start that I saw was against Roseburg, in Roseburg. Pitched very well, as a matter of fact. Just couldn't get the defense behind him, and that's going to be one of the keys for the Nuggets as we move forward. So he gets Johnson, a rare strikeout. Swinging in the dirt is a strikeout for Kissel to start out the game. And that's what we'll see a lot of Kissel. He's going to command the count. He's going to pitch without fear. That's what these Nuggets need right now. They need some momentum going their way. They need to get their guys. They're heading the game. It's been a big problem for them is the mentality coming into each and every game. But as we move into the nightcap, hopefully they can get into it, because when they are, man, their bats are on fire. Brennan Watts, the second baseman. Right-handed hitter. Pitch from Kissel. That one swung on and missed. 2 strikes. Again, we are here at the All Sports Park here in Grants Pass. That one popped up. Ranging back is second fielder Morgan. And I believe Bennett Rogers came away with that one, a collision in right field. Bennett Rogers with a great play. Sorry, that was not second baseman Nate Morgan. We had a lineup change right before game time started. We'll get you the correct players again as we move forward. Gonna have to do a little bit on the fly here tonight, but we'll get it done for you folks at home. Hunter Grant at second base for Grants Pass. Jacob Melton pitching tonight for the Mustangs. Left-handed hitter, does a lot of damage and has a lot of speed coming out of that left-handed batter's box. Him and Joe Johnson, again, as I mentioned, led the way when we were in Medford just a few short days ago. That one, line drive, going to get down into right field. Base hit for Jacob Melton. So with that 2-out single, that's going to bring up Jake Thompson, the third baseman. Again, I mentioned 2-run bomb into left center field last game. Going to try to keep that hot stick going and moving into the nightcap here. Melton with his lead off of first, a small one, but he is known to run. As he moves to second, Robbins couldn't squeeze that one, so Melton's going to move up. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. That one finds his own. Good comeback pitch from Kissel. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count even. Kissel just needs to focus on the hitter here. Forget about that runner at second. That one fouled off, so Melton's going to have to go back. He was running. Again, I did say Melton is known to steal. He may not take that big of a lead, but, man, he will go. Those long legs. He's a tall kid. Again, the Nuggets, they are 5-5 in their 10-game road trip, but 3 of those losses come in a row. That one's a line drive into left field, but Vinny Savolta is going to come up with it and end the inning. So 1 base hit, but no one comes across for the Mustangs as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Still 0-0 your score on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. Stay tuned. This is GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
This broadcast is presented in part by Bi-Mart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bi-Mart. Today's game is sponsored in part by Fields Ace Hardware Home Center and the Fields family. Your hometown hardware store is Fields, where you drive a little and save a lot. Fields Ace Hardware Home Center opens 7 days a week in Murphy. Burger King of Southern Oregon is proud to bring you this broadcast. 60 years of our flame-grilled, freshly prepared tradition goes into every order from Burger King of Southern Oregon. From Ashland to Canyonville, Burger King.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Bring you the Riverside Ready Mix starting lineups for the Nuggets. Leading off is going to be Bennett Rogers. in right field. Batting second, Vinny Savolta is going to be handling left field tonight. Hitting third is going to be Tyler Rund in center. Hitting fourth is Trey Froge. He's going to be at third base. Number 22, Colton Fisher, going to be playing first base tonight. Nate Morgan at short. Cade Kissel on the mound. Josh Robbins behind the plate hitting eighth. And then finally Hunter Grant at second base hitting ninth. On the mound for the Mustangs, you see the man right there, Jake Melton. Guy who can do some damage on both sides of the field, and right now he is on the mound for Medford. We'll get the defensive lineups for Medford as we move forward. I can tell you right now, the likes of Joe Johnson at first, Justin Geyer behind the plate. Medford team is a very good defensive team as well, making very little mistakes, mental and physical. So again, leading off for the Nuggets is going to be Bennett Rogers. You see him right there on your screen. Swinging a pretty hot bat lately. He's been able to get the rally started at the top of the lineup, or at least try to, more often than not.
Let's get up. Let's go.
Guy who's going to be swinging a hot stick. We'll probably see him jump on a early pitch. Not a guy who likes to wait around in that batter's box, but he can certainly drive the ball when he gets the pitch. A guy who was hitting in the 9-hole actually just a few weeks ago, but with his consistency, he's been able to work his way up in the lineup, and actually he's been one of the more consistent hitters on this lineup throughout this mediocre stretch of games where they've gone about 500 ball. That one's fouled off into the parking lot. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right fielder, Bennett Rogers. Here's a pitch from the left-hander, Melton. That one gets in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jacob Melton, a left-hander on the mound. You don't see that too often here in Area 4, but he's going to be dangerous. Not a lot of guys get a look at this left-hander. There's the pitch. That one ends up inside. They're going to say that Rogers held up in time. Looked like a breaking ball that almost came in and hit him. Melton came in relief in Game 2 when we were back in Medford. Pitched very well. No hits, in fact, in the 1 inning of work, and he's going to strike out Bennett Rogers looking. Brings up Vinny Savolta, center fielder. A guy you like to have up at the plate when there's runners in scoring position. Very good in those positions. Definitely one of the clutch hitters in this Nuggets lineup. Lefty versus righty matchup. We're going to see a lot of that again. Jacob Melton, the left-hander on the mound. That one's popped up right over our heads. Look out. Oh, and ends up foul in the parking lot. Owen won the count. Thompson playing on the infield grass over there at third base. Could be protecting bunt, but also a hard ground ball. Though Vinny Savolta, not a guy who's a particularly strong pull hitter. I mean, he can every now and then, but likes to drive the ball right back where it came from in a center field, or even go oppo with that. Joe Johnson is close to the line at first, so opposite field ground ball could turn into a ground out easily. That one grounded between the shortstop. He's just going to eat that one and hold on to it. Thinking he bobbled that one as he tried to transfer, but just Just going to hold on to it, and that's going to bring up center fielder Tyler Rund. He walked in the last game a couple times, I believe. Tyler Rund gets on base. May not get a hit every time, but he does get on base. He works the count, likes to see a lot of pitches before he hits them. Melton comes set, checks his runner. There's the pitch, a breaking ball, and end up inside. A breaking ball is definitely going to be one of Melton's tools here tonight. A breaking ball from a left-hander versus a breaking ball from a right-hander, very different. Fastballs, they come out at different ways, but still straight. They're still straight. You're going to hit them. But the breaking ball, breaking from a different angle, a different trained eye, is going to be tough to hit that one. 2-0 the count to Tyler Rund. Modest lead off of first by Zavolta. Melton comes set. Here's the pitch. That one a breaking ball, misses low. 3 balls, no strikes to Tyler Rund, the number 3 hitter in the lineup. Like I said, he likes to work the count. This is where he's most dangerous. Kind of wonder if he's got the green light on this 3-0 pitch, if he's going to get one right down the middle. That one's a fastball, and it misses. Tyler Rund going to get on base with a walk. Brings up number 13, Trey Froge. Trey Froge, a guy who can drive the ball as well, but the situation you needed. Again, 1 out, runners on first and second. Good opportunity here for the Nuggets to strike first in this one, something they desperately need. And Joe Johnson going to head over, talk to his man at first. Trying to calm him down, Joe Johnson, a guy who's no stranger to the pitching mound. Again, he pitched a 2-hitter in Medford a couple days ago in 5 innings. And the score to that game was Johnson struck out 8 in that outing. The 10-run rule, mercy rule, 10-0 over there in Medford. The nightcap on Friday. Zavolta, big lead off a second, kind of teasing Melton. Here's a pitch. Zavolta takes off, and Geyer's just going to hold on to it. Both runners advance. Double steal was on, and it was successful. Two balls and no strikes to Trey Froge. Runners on second and third after the double steal. The left-hander Melton with the pitch. That one's low. 3-0 the count. Melton have a little bit of trouble with his command, but we're going to have a meeting at the mound. I think this is just to calm him down a little bit, try to take a couple breaths. He's losing his command, but just needs to get back into it here. Can definitely run off a string of 6 or 7 guys in a row. Meeting on the mound is over as everyone heads back to their positions. About to resume play again. 3 balls and no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Medford coaching staff. Head coach Nate Maben, assistant coaches Paul White, Brent Watts, and Colin Sowers. Guys who are leading a great Area 4 team. Medford comes into this one looking very strong. 5-2 in league play so far. They're 22-8 overall, so definitely a very strong team that those fellows are leading out there on the field right now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Trey Froge. Here's a pitch. That one fouled off, but it ends up in the glove of Geyer behind the plate. Going to go down in the books as a strikeout. That's going to bring up Colton Fisher, big right-handed hitter, first baseman for the Nuggets. He struggled a bit offensively, but hoping to turn that around here as he takes strike one. Guy who came out of Hidden Valley, my own alma mater. Saw him play a lot. He played very well, but struggling a bit here at the higher level, but hoping to turn that around. Been working hard. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, a great scoring opportunity here for the Nuggets. Still 2 outs. On a fastball in at the hands, going to be called a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Colton Fisher in a hole. Jake Melton could find a way out of this jam. And that one will be a ball, very close. A little bit of a tough angle from over here behind first base, but 2 balls, 2 strikes to count now to Colton Fisher. Melton pitching from the windup. Here's the pitch. Colton Fisher holds up in time, runs count full. First puts Morgan down. Not terrible. Again, these runners have nowhere to go but forward. Bases are juiced with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Early in the GPNuggetsTV.com.
Bring you the drive of the game. Test Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
All right, folks, we are back on GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. Sorry for the brief pause. We just had to deal with a technical problem. We get back into this one here. Still nothing. Kid Kissel on the mound for the Nuggets. Still at second base is going to be Justin Geyer. And at the plate for the Mustangs is going to be Jono Gassman. 2 balls, 2 strikes as we get right back into this one. That pitch is fouled off. Still 2 strikes to Gassman. I believe that's Gassman at second. And Baptiste is going to get aboard with a walk. That'll bring up Brady Buchanan in left field.
So we're in the top of the second inning, game 2 of the doubleheader. Cade Kissel, the right-hander, against left-hander Jacob Melton. League-leading Medford and the Nuggets for the 4th and final time of the regular season series. Again, Medford 5-2, as Josh mentioned. Grants Pass now going to 3-4 after suffering a 12-7 blowout, although they did scratch out a few runs late in the game to try to make it close or make a comeback. But there you see right-hander Cade Kissel going for the Nuggets. Tyler Runn took the loss in the opening game, unfortunately. Again, Grants Pass their first home game since June 26th. That was against Roseburg. We started Area 4 League play. Nuggets have had 10 road games, going 5-5. After sweeping Roseburg the night after, they were swept at Legion Field in Douglas County, and then went to Reno. 4-2 record there, came home, won the opener against Medford, and then, as Josh mentioned, got blown out in 5 innings, 10-zip in the nightcap. Joe Johnson threw a gem with 8 strikeouts, and so here we are. Game originally scheduled last night, but due to a sprinkler head that stayed open overnight and a day, it flooded the infield around second base, so game pushed back to tonight. Kissel works low with a fastball, and the count goes even 2-2. No score on the Bi-Mart scoreboard, top of the second, but 2 on for the Medford Mustangs. Talked with Nate Maben. I'll tell you, share some of his comments about this ball club and about what he thinks about Grants Pass, too. Kissel, though, if you're going to miss low. Cade looked great. Last start we saw him in Roseburg, he went the distance, took the loss, however, in the nightcap under the lights, but had a great slider, good changeup, and he went long. That was the key, to go 7 innings for this really thin Nuggets pitching staff. Sebastian Bovin back for his final year, not to full strength. Swing and a miss, but dropped by Robbins, and they'll get the strikeout for the second out of the inning, but the runners move up second and third. Jono Gassman running at third for Medford, coached by Nate Maben, assisted by Brett Watts and Paul White and Colin Sowers. And Baptiste, the runner at second. Mustangs jumped on Grants Pass early, didn't they, Josh, that opening game? Seemed like they scored, what, a deuce, then 3, deuce, 3, deuce, and finally 1 scoreless inning, I think, in the 5th. But Medford had a lot of traffic out on the base paths all night long. Ooh, Robbins took that one behind the plate. Boy, they got to go out and see if he's okay there. That's a tough one. Took a hard foul tip right back at him. Give Robbins a chance to collect his wits there as Colton Fisher at first base. We'll set the defensive lineup for you for the Nuggets. And we'll go around the infield left to right at third base for Grants Pass. Trey Froge, Crater Comet, won a state 5A baseball championship. At shortstop is Nate Morgan from Grants Pass, just graduated. Kissel back to work, and this one lined to Froge at third. So we'll get the defense in the next inning when we come back. Mustangs go down. They leave runners at second and third in the top of the second. No runs, couple of hits, and 2 left. We'll go to the home half of the second in this Area 4 AAA League doubleheader. No score. Grants Pass in Medford. You're watching GP Nuggets TV online at GrantsPassNuggets.com. Robco Incorporated. Robco, the can-do company since 1962. Call 476-2132. 476-2132. Robco. No job too big, no job too small. Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. This broadcast is presented in part by Bi-Mart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bi-Mart.
Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're getting set for the bottom of the second inning here in Grants Pass, Oregon. We're still scoreless here at the All Sports Park. We'll have Nuggets here in the bottom half of the Jake Melton. Welcome back to GP Nuggets TV, live on GrantsPassNuggets.com. We're in the top of the third inning. One has come across for Medford in this third inning. It was on a wild pitch. Up to the plate now is Justin Geyer. He takes that one high. One out here in the top of the third inning. Again, that was Joe Johnson that came around to score on the pass ball. He got on in a base hit. Over at third, we'll see who that is over at third in just a minute. But there is a runner on third. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Melton at third. Melton also got on in a base hit. Again, top of the third inning, 1-0 your score. We apologize for the technical interruptions. Hopefully there are no more and we can get this one on the road. Cade Kissel still on the mound for the Nuggets. He pitches that one, it gets by Geyer. Third out in the top of the third as we head to the bottom of the third. The Nuggets look to answer back as one comes across. Stay tuned, you're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Robco Incorporated. Robco, the can-do company since 1962. Call 476-2132. 476-2132. Robco. No job too big, no job too small. Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Bi-Mart, who delivers cyber deals and your season for
live on Grants. Melton seems to be cruising here early. Again, Trey Froge drew up Melton. Has gotten through this first part of the lineup fairly easily. Again, no runs have come across here for the Nuggets. Only 3 base hits to this point. And 5 strikeouts for Melton through 2 so far. So, again, Trey Froge steps in. He was a strikeout victim his last time. Looks to get something started for the Nuggets as they try to answer back. And here's the pitch from Melton. That one flied out. Joe Johnson, the first baseman, coming back. But instead, it is right fielder Jono Gassman making the catch. So after Froge flies out, that brings up Colton Fisher. He walked his last time up. Fought back from an 0-2 count, not something you see from the big guy, not known for his patience at the plate, but something he's building upon. That one, a line drive. Going to be caught by Ankeny, diving backwards. Nice play out there at short. Zach Ankeny jumping, making the play, 2 outs. And that brings up Nate Morgan. Nate Morgan last time around struck out as well. Again, Melton 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. Not bad for him so far. He struck out all 3 of his outs in the first inning, though there was some base hits and walks in between, but still striking out the side regardless. 2 more strikeouts in the second. Very deadly stuff so far. Again, we're still scoreless, or the Nuggets are still scoreless, I should say, through 2. A lot of zeros for him last game as well. It took him a lot to get started, not scoring until the 4th inning, actually. They were finally getting hot, but Medford proved too much for them off of a good RBI extra base hit from Joe Johnson and a Jack Thompson 2-run home run in the 5th. That one's a fly ball out to right. Gassman under it. All by himself, making the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Nuggets as we head to the top of the 4th inning. See what Cade Kissel can do against these Medford Mustangs. Stay tuned. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live on GrantsPassNuggets.com.
For recycling, yard debris, and solid waste disposal, Southern Oregon Sanitation is your full-service transfer station. Open 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. Southern Oregon Sanitation, your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs, and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they can't guarantee it, they won't sell it. Les Schwab Tires. For recycling.
Welcome back to Grants Pass Nuggets TV live on gpnuggets.com. We're here in the top of the 4th inning. Just to give you a brief picture of what's happened so far. I know we've been in and out. So, the first inning, Cade Kissel came out, retired his first 3. Fantastic job coming out of him from the start. He held them scoreless all the way up until the 3rd inning when, on a wild pitch, Joe Johnson came in to score, giving us this 1-0 scoreline. Again, this is Grants Pass versus Medford on the Bi-Mart Game of the Week, as you see there on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. It's a pretty nice night here in Grants Pass. Again, around 70 degrees. Pretty nice night. Cade Kissel on the mound for the Nuggets. Looks to hold these Mustangs at bay here. He gets ahead, strike 1.
4th and final meeting of the regular season between Medford and Grants Pass. Medford winning 2 of 3 so far, so this is the rubber game of the regular season series, and more importantly, with everybody evened up in the league standings. We'll run over those. This one fisted over the head of Froge. Won't have a play. It'll go as an infield single for John O'Gassman. So we welcome you back to the All Sports Park, Agnew Lytle Field in Grants Pass. You're watching Grants Pass Nuggets American Legion Baseball. And the Medford Mustangs, the four-time defending state champions. They've won 15 titles in the history of their program. Medford winning the league by a game over Grants Pass a year ago. And as we mentioned, they played last week on Thursday night in Medford. Nuggets winning the first game behind Cameron Allison. Here's a push bunt back to Kissel. Almost a double play. Got him at second. Gassman down as Morgan came over the top of him there and nearly completed the relay onto Fisher for the double dip, but they didn't get it. Again, right-hander Cade Kissel for the Nuggets. Second league start for Cade. Took the loss in Roseburg after Grants Pass had swept Roseburg on June 25th to start league play. The next night in Roseburg, Kissel under the lights took the loss, but pitched good. Had a good slider, good changeup. He comes fastball there with a strike. Locates another one on the black, gets the call, and he's ahead 0-2. Medford Mustangs and Grants Pass Nuggets. Second doubleheader series. Medford 5-2. Their two losses. Their opening series against Klamath Falls, they won 3 out of 4 there. And their only second loss, I mentioned, was Thursday night, the opening game of the twin set at Harry and David Field. When Cameron Allison, boy, that was a huge win and a great start for Allison to give the Nuggets that win. In just a moment, I'm going to run down the league standings for you, and you'll find out just how competitive it is. Kissel with a soft throw to first. You see on a beautiful night, 74 degrees from Reinhardt All Sports Park along the north bank of the Rogue River. Just east of downtown Grants Pass. Again, another throw. Defensively for the Nuggets, Colton Fisher at first. Hunter Grant plays second base. Nate Morgan is at short, and Trey Froge at third. We'll get you the rest of the defense. Pitch swung on and missed. Strike him out. Tried to throw him out down at second, and he gets by. And they throw it. A good thing that's backed up there. Boy. So they get the strikeout and try to go for the double play, strike him out, throw him out to end the inning, but it backfired. It'll be a throw-in error on Robbins as that gets by Hunter Grant at second and allows the Mustangs with 2 out to put a runner at third as Medford leads Area 4 with a 5-2 leg record, 22-8 overall. Willamette Valley splitting at Klamath last night. Boy, they battled late into the night at Kiger Stadium. And this pitch hits him on the helmet. I think that's Ankeny, isn't it, the shortstop?
Yes, it is.
Yep, so he's aboard, hit by the pitch. Willamette Valley 5-3, but percentage points back of Medford. Eugene Bimart Challengers, Roseburg are 4-4. Grants Pass now 3-4 after losing the opening game tonight, 12-7. And Klamath Falls with the sweep at Willamette Valley. They committed 11 errors on Friday night, and then last night won the first game and nearly came back, but Willamette Valley tacked on like 5-6 runs in the last 2 innings. So Klamath Falls 2-6 in league play. So it's Medford, Willamette Valley, Eugene and Roseburg tied for third. Joe Johnson looks at a pitch inside. Then Grants Pass and Klamath Falls. Again, Roseburg will host the state tournament. They get the automatic berth. Second and third place teams will host the super regional playoffs, have the home field. And the fourth place team will travel for the super regional as Johnson takes a strike. Left-hander Joe Johnson, one of the better hitters and goodest pitching performances we've seen on Thursday night. Mowing down Grants Pass 10-0 with 8 strikeouts. On what, a 3-hitter, Josh?
2 hits.
2-hitter. 2-hit shutout for Johnson, who goes to Vanguard. He graduated from St. Mary's a year ago. Nate Mabin, the talk was, well, Medford isn't as good as they've been the last couple of years. Nate Mabin disagrees with that. He didn't think really, he thought his 14-15 clubs were pretty good. 2016, which won the state title, beating Grants Pass. Kissel, great off-speed pitch, fanned out, missed for strike 2. It's 1-2 to Joe Johnson. But this Medford team, they've got arms. One thing they do feel confident about, they've got a staff. Johnson reaches out, pokes it up toward the middle. Grant fields it, flips for the force out at second, and the Nuggets get out of it. Great play by Grant. I thought for a minute there he was going to bobble it. He kind of got the heebie-jeebies like I do on the 18th hole in my backyard golfing, but Nuggets retire the Mustangs, and we will move on now to the bottom of the 4th inning on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. It's Medford 1, Grants Pass nothing. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live online at GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Robco Incorporated. Robco, the can-do company since 1962. Call 476-2132. 476-2132. Robco. No job too big, no job too small. Your one-stop shop for all your construction, logging, and rigging needs and custom-made hydraulic lines and fittings is Oregon California Supply. OCS features Wright Brand and Irwin tools. Oregon California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. This broadcast is presented in part by Bi-Mart, who delivers value every day with weekly ads, owner's choice pricing, cyber deals, and Lucky Number Tuesday. Get ready for your season for less with Bi-Mart.
Welcome back to Agnew Lytle Field inside Reinhardt All Sports Park in Grants Pass. Jay Reese with Josh Eldridge. Thanks for you finding us tonight. Again, we had a few gremlins early, but be expected. Medford 1, Grants Pass nothing on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. Drop down to the bottom of the 4th, scheduled for 7 innings. And the Nuggets will try to get to Jacob Melton, Medford starter. So we saw Ricky Bortz from South Medford get the victory, and Grants Pass could not knock him off the mound. Didn't throw that hard, mixed it up, change of speeds, did a pretty good job, but Medford got him the runs early and often. Went on to win at 12-7, but there's Melton, 6A Player of the Year out of South Medford, going to Lynn Benton Community College out of the NWAC Southern Division. Will join Grants Pass's infielder Nick Bastendorf. Cade Kissel leads it off for Grants Pass. We'll get you the Nugget lineup here. Mike Reese not in uniform tonight. He is ill and not in the ballpark tonight. Brian Diotti is the associate head coach, along with Brian Beck and Kevin Olmstead. Pitch at the knees for a strike. So the Nuggets Riverside Ready Mix starting lineup tonight as we go down the lineup. Bennett Rogers, the leadoff man. Vinny Savolta in left field hitting second. Followed by Tyler Runn, Trey Froge, Colton Fisher, Nate Morgan, and here's Cade Kissel. Dribbles one foul up on the first base side. Kissel hitting in the 7-hole. He'll be followed by catcher Josh Robbins and Hunter Grant. Second baseman from Crater rounds out the lineup for Grants Pass. Again, their first 2 home games since June 25th. 5-5 in their 10 road games. Melton ready. Hard slider fouled away. Kissel up and under that one. In the first game, Medford wins it 12-7. The Mustangs 12 runs, 11 hits. They committed 1 error. The Nuggets scratched out 7 runs on 9 hits and had 4 errors. In on the hands, lifted, back at first. Johnson back, second baseman Watts is over. It'll be Watts that'll take it and put it away. Kissel just missed that pitch. Popped out. Or the first out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So there's Bennett Rogers, or rather Robbins, to the plate for the Nuggets. Boy, he's been banged up tonight. I'll tell you what, that kid has taken all kinds of foul shots back at him. Robbins from North Medford. One of our talking points the other night, I asked him, Medford, I said, North Medford graduate, the Mustangs cut you. How's it feel? He said, I want to beat these guys. He is the nephew of Jeremiah Robbins, the new head coach of the Umpqua Community College baseball program. They are starting fresh and new. Robbins looks at a strike from Melton. Well, you can hear Melton come off the hill and grunt a couple of those pitches. He's really puts a lot into it. Fastball just misses inside. We're in the fourth inning, 1-0. Medford with the lead. Grants Pass fighting for their lives to get back to 500. They would then join Roseburg and Eugene, all at 500. And then later this week, what's to come? Punched him out. Robbins looks at a fastball, and Melton K's him looking, and there are two gone. Hunter Grant will come to the plate, second baseman. Coming up later this week, our next league games will be Wednesday and Thursday against Eugene, the Bi-Mart Eugene Challengers. Pitch in on the hands, fouled back. Wednesday night in Eugene, 5 o'clock start. It is 5 o'clock start from Sweet Johnson Stadium, right on the campus of North Eugene High School. Beautiful ballpark. We'll have both games for you on the broadcast here on GP Nuggets TV as Melton deals, and the fastball fanned at a miss. Got a piece of it into the glove of Geyer, strike two. Roseburg will host Klamath on Wednesday. Willamette Valley entertains Medford. And on Thursday night, the same is fastball. Ram. Coach Fisher in it to Hunter Grant. 3 hits, but good about. And Grant checks. They're bringing him. Hunter Grant to the plate, and they threw it by. 2 errors on the play. They're going to hold him at third. Look out. So the Mustangs, a throwing error on the third baseman for Medford. Thompson threw it away to first across the diamond. And Rogers gets all the way to third, and then the throw to the plate is errant from, I believe, was it Gassman in right field? He threw it away. So 2 errors on the play. And the Nuggets have tied it. We're in the bottom of the fourth on the Bi-Mart scoreboard, 1-1. Melton to Vince Zavolta, fouled back. Manny Zavolta, be a sophomore at Feather River Junior College, Grants Pass graduate a year ago. The number 2 hitter in the lineup. Tied a run to follow. Again, this all coming with 2 outs. The Nuggets have tied it up. Zavolta, the left fielder, awaits the 0-1. On it again, strike 2, fouled back. So Tuesday night, the Nuggets will be here at the All Sports Park, 6 o'clock, against the Australia Perth Colts, traveling exhibition team. They're actually winding down their season, and will actually, our fall is the beginning of their spring. So it's kind of their winter tour season coming to an end. Melton fastball lifted. Gassman comes in a couple steps in right. He's under it, puts it away, and that's that. But the Nuggets do tie it up on a couple of Medford Mustang errors as the Stangs throw it around. And we'll go to the 5th inning on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. It's now Grants Pass 1, Medford 1. You're watching GP Nuggets TV live online at GrantsPassNuggets.com.
Mox Auto Sales. Mock, Ford, Lincoln, Mazda, and used cars. At Mox Auto Sales in Grants Pass, they bring you the drive of the game. Test drive a new car today with Mox, and service your vehicle with Mox Quick Lane Auto Service. Riverside Ready Mix for your summer home improvement projects. If you're pouring a patio, a sidewalk, or a carport, make the call to Riverside Ready Mix, 476-1424. My Circle K, home of the Kickback Reward Card. Sign up for a kickback reward and get rewarded on all your purchases at My Circle K. From Central Oregon to the Rogue Valley to the Southern Oregon coast. Redeem your points just like cash on anything in the store, including gas. Find them, follow them, kick back with them. MyCircleK.com.
Welcome back to Reinhardt All Sports Park at Agnew Lytle Field. We move on to the 5th inning on the Bi-Mart scoreboard. The Nuggets have tied it. Grants Pass 1, Medford 1. Right-hander Cade Kissel against Jacob Melton. And for more play-by-play in the 5th, here's Josh.
Due up for Medford in the top of the 5th inning. That's Brennan Watts with a ground ball. Morgan came up with it. The throw on to first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the top of the 5th inning.
Let's take a look at this Nugget defense while we got a chance. At first base, Colton Fisher. Hunter Grant at second base doing a good job tonight. Had a great at-bat to get on base. Nate Morgan, as you saw, at shortstop, just making the last play. And over at third is Crater Comet graduate Trey Froge. Won the 5A state championship along with Nick Bastendorf. In the outfield, there's Vinny Zavolta out in left field. He's a sophomore at Feather River Junior College. Tyler Runn in center field. He suffered the loss in the opening game tonight. Said he felt pretty good, but boy, Medford really got to him. And then in right field is Bennett Rogers, who's really been swinging a great bat the last 3 weeks for this Nugget team. There he is. There's Bennett right there. He's moved up to the leadoff spot as Kissel's fastball is down low, and a 1-1 tie in the top of the 5th. And behind the plate, receiving for Kissel is Josh Robbins. There you see Josh right there with Melton at bat.
Melton live drive into center field. Ty Run moves back a couple steps and is going to make that catch with ease. 2 outs. That brings up Jake Thompson again. He's 0 for in this game, 0 for 2 as a matter of fact, but went deep in the first game. 2-run bomb into left center. We'll see what he can add on to here.
Josh, I might mention the league has gone to a new scheduling format with back-to-backs. And what that means, you play a team, say, Tuesday night, you'll come back, play the doubleheader the next night. That was voted on last fall before Mike Reese was named head coach again for the Nuggets. But and they'd all been 6 o'clock starts for years. So the league somehow decided they'd wanted to go to 5 o'clock starts to get people back home, travel time, and so forth. I don't like the 5 o'clock start. People are still at work. It's too hot, and so forth. But anyway, so Medford and Grant, which ended Tuesday, so they travel back Friday. Well, they had arranged to move it Thursday, Saturday. And fly ball into the crease, going to be a tough ball to get to, but Run's got a beat on it. So does Rogers. I think Rogers, nope, it got by him. Thompson with a double. I think I said Melton, didn't I, earlier, but it was Thompson. But anyway, so Thursday, Saturday was the original plan, much to the chagrin of the rest of the league, citing that it's not fair. It gives them more time for starting pitching and arms and so forth, pitch counts, la-da-da-da. But, and Klamath Falls was down in Reno too, but they came back to play a non-league game up at Albany versus Medford and Grants Pass coming right back into league play. So they chose to give a day off in between and go Thursday, Saturday. Well, then on Saturday, they get to the ballpark at 9 a.m., prep the field, and it's flooded. The infield dirt is flooded. And we had pictures posted on Facebook and on the website. So then the question, well, couldn't they have played somewhere else? No. Harry and David Field at Medford was occupied by the. But if you look at it this way, and I'm not a math major, but when you start pitch counts, game 12-7. But now both these pitches, then you can't use. I'm going to convince Josh Riley of Eugene, Kevin Alexander of Willamette Valley, or Pete Whistler of Klamath Falls that they're not by these two teams, that these teams at a disadvantage. And again, it was an act of God, so to speak. It's like an insurance claim with the flood yesterday. And then there's my argument for league dates around the league. Breaking ball by Kissel, nice pitch. Robbins up with it. Out 2-3 on the put out, and that'll do it. They get Gassman down. Kissel
Station opens 7 days a week from 9 to 5 at 1381 Redwood Avenue in Grants Pass. One Tools, Oregon, California Supply, located next to Wild River Pizza in Grants Pass and just north of Vilas Road and Highway 62 in Medford. Les Schwab Tires, pride in performance since 1952. When you come in, they still come running. At Les Schwab Tires, if they for recycle Southern Oregon.